Hello everyone. So this is the second video of our PowerApps tutorial. In this video, we'll be making a second app, which is a Canvas app. So what we'll be making is a product-based application wherein you will see a couple of list of the products, and then users will get some of the information displayed along with some of the offers as well. So again, be making use of the Google Sheet as a data source in this section. So let's see our Google Sheet first of all. So I have a Google Sheet available, which I've named it as products, and it contains information like name, category, mobile, images, and the overview. These are the options which I've given it, and it just contains some dummy data. This is not actual 100% correct value. It's just some dummy data. So I will just go back to my Power Apps tutorial, like the website, and I will go to my create section. I will again click on more data sources. Now, sometimes what might happen is you might see a connection over here. Other time you will not. So if you select this, you will see both of your tables reflecting right away. Sometimes this will not happen right away. So if you don't see the new sheet or multiple sheets, you can simply click on new connection, find out a Google Sheet, connect it once again so that it reflects properly. But in my case, this is already reflecting properly, so I will not go to the previous step of connecting it again. I will simply select products followed by my sheet name, which is sheet 1 in my case, and I will click on connect. So we will wait for 2 or 3 minutes. Power Apps will do its magic to build the application based on the data that I have already provided it. So once it builds the app for us, then we will probably go in a little bit details and see how to put icons, how to work with if conditions, videos, and everything. Now, PowerApps has built our application. So if I were to preview the app, you can see it's listing out some of the cameras, some of the laptops, and then some of the mobile phones. And I can verify some of the values as well. So let's say I'll choose the Sony camera 32 megapixel DSLR. So to see if the center is available in my records or not, I will go to my Google Sheet, and under the camera section I have the Sony 32 megapixel DSLR 59999, and if I open this I can check the price, which is still the same. So that means this is working fine. Now, how this information is being organized in Power Apps is in the form of cards. So Power Apps, whenever you're displaying any app information, it displays all the informations in the form of cards. You can think of cards as the basic building blocks. The cards that you will see, they are always in the form of keys and values. So if you go to the second screen, which is our product screen, here you can see the category. This is the key name, you can say, and the camera, this is the value for the key. So if I were to just zoom out a little bit and open the details screen for you, you can see these all are cards, and Power App organizes all of this information in the form of cards, and by default the cards are locked. So you cannot make any changes in them. If you want to make any changes in these cards, you will have to first of all unlock them. Now when you unlock the card, there is no way that you can relock them. So Power App doesn't allow you to relock the card. The only way to lock the card is remove the existing card and place a new card over there with the same information, and that is how only Power Apps can display the information locked in the locked format. So let's say if I were to select the price card, in my case I can see when I select this is the entire information available. It is locked and I cannot edit it. So if I would want to edit it, I will simply click on this price card, advanced properties, and now I will click on unlock to change properties. So now I can change various components like designs, and I can customize it as I would want it. Now what I want in my this particular specific app is, we will first of all place a home button at the top of the screen. Followed by this, we will display the price in different colors on a certain threshold. Then we will add a video in our application. We will create basically a new screen and then add a video. We can also learn how to create, like give a background image. Then probably we'll see the rating controls bars as well, and then the pop-up message. So this is the agenda for today. Now let's get started with our home button. So if you would want to place a home button, I will simply go to the browser screen, and then I will try to find out an icon as an option available, but there is no icons available. Why? Because it has changed to the modern navigation menu at the top. So I need to go back to the legacy menu bar. So I'll go to the settings, upcoming features, scroll to the bottom, and disable the enable modern command bar. So once this is disabled, you can actually see that the menu navigation bar has popped up in front of me. So I'll click on insert. I will go to icons and I will find a home icon for me. So here it is. Once I have the home icon, I'll simply click on it. The home menu will appear in my screen. So I will simply place it at the right location. I will change its color to match my other icons, which is white in my case, and probably I'll give it a little bit of padding. Now this is showing up properly. Now what I want is when someone clicks on this icon, it should basically go open a new page in a browser. So how I can do is make sure that you are on the on select property, and then you have to remove the false, and you have to type launch. So once you type launch, there are two ways to select it. You can press the down arrow key and then tab key, or you can use your mouse cursor to select it. Now whenever you are typing the web address, please make sure that they are in double quotation marks. So I will type www.google.com in my case. Once this is done, I will simply click on the play button, and now you can see it opens up google.com for me. So if I go back again, uh, I'm on the product screen. So let's get started with the next task. So now the browser screen is done. The next task is on the details screen, wherein I would want to the price to display in different colors based on a certain threshold value available. So in this case, I will select the card. I will go to the colors option because I don't want to change the text. I want to change the color. So I will choose the color. Now you can see by default the color is 0001. So I will remove all of this, and I will type the statement if parenthesis value parenthesis the name component, in my case whose value I want to change, or the color I want to change. So in my case this is data card value 5. So I will write data card value 5 period text, because I am changing the text color. Text. Now what is the condition that I'm giving is I'm saying if the value of in the data card value 5 is, let's say, greater than 1500, the color should be red, else the color should be green. So once I do this, I will close the parenthesis. Now all the parentheses are correct. Simply close this, and now you can see the color got changed to red. So if I preview this, go back to the sheet, I'll open some cost friendly item, let's say camera, Sony one, and you can see this is in green color. So that means this particular functionality is also working. I am able to change the colors of various parts on my app. Now as the next step for this, we will try to add a video to our app. So to add a video, we will do it on a new screen. So I'll go to the insert tab, select a new screen, and then choose a blank screen in my case, and I will give it a new name. Let's call it as video screen. Once I have this, now I want to add the video to my application. So what I would do is I will go to the media option, choose the video from the media section, and now the video will get added on my app. So probably I can drag it down, adjust the height and width a little, and now when you want to add the video, like when you want to play the video, you have to put the URL into the double quotes. So what I will do is I'll probably go on YouTube, search for any random video. Let's say I'll just search for this
Now, I've been
music,
using Grammarly for years. Now, the great thing is
copy the
Grammarly.
URL, and I will select the property as media, remove the sample video option, double quotation opening, double quotation close, and then enter key. Now if I do the preview, you can see the video is there, and when I click on play, the video will start playing. If I close this, select my video component, you can change a few options available over here, like you can decide if you want to show the controls or not. You can enable disable the components, auto start, looping, do you want to start at a specific time, and you can change a whole lot of different options available over here. Now as the next step, I would also want to display a label over here. So I'll put a label, let's call it as uh, video screen. Probably I'll make the text a little bigger, 35, oops, not 350, 35, center, and then probably I'll make it semi bold. Now this looks a little better, and I can adjust the height of, like I can move my video a little up so that it stays with the label. And another thing is I probably would want to add a background image as well in my app. So to add an image, you have to select the video screen option and you have to click on the background image. And before you click on this, it will ask you like, how do you want to add an image? So you can click on add image file. A pop-up will appear. Once you click on the pop-up, you will have to select the images in your case. So I will just click on the pop-up and choose any random image which is appearing in my case. I will just choose this option and wait for it to load. Okay, now you can see the background image has came up on my screen particularly. Now currently this is into the fit option. You can change the settings as you would like it, like you can center, position the image, you can fill it, you can stretch it however you would like to do it. So I'll just leave it as fit right now, but my text is not visible, so probably I'll change the text color as well to white. Okay, probably not a good idea. Okay, I think it's because of the logo that no colors will work properly. So in this case, what I will do is I'll probably remove my image just to avoid any confusion. So I'll keep it as none, but you get the idea how you can place actually the images. Now as a next step, we will add a rating control and a review box in our case so that people can leave a message. Now I want to add a rating box in my application. So what I will do is I will go to the input option and I will find a rating over here. So if you see the rating box over here, I'll simply click on this box and then the rating will show up on my screen. So here I can decide the color that I would want for my rating box, these stars. Probably do something green, red, black, blue, whatever I would want. So in this case, I'll just keep it as blue. I can change the default value, the maximum value, edit modes, and anything like that. And after that, I would also want to have a text input. So I will go to the text option and click on the text input. So I will keep a input box over here so that people can leave a message for me if they have anything. Now what I would want to do is I want that when people leave a rating, the value in the text input should change accordingly. So I will change the default text and I would want it and the hint option. So delete this default. I will select the properties as a hint. So I will scroll down, I will find it out hint option, and now I will give my code. Now the code here will be whatever is the value in the rating one, uh, and based on that the values will change accordingly. So let's get started. I will type my code if the name of the component, rating one in my case, period, value. I'm say if the value is greater than 3, I can probably display a message. We are glad you liked our app. Please let us know if you have anything to add. This is the if the rating is greater than 3, which means like 4 or 5. And then the second condition, if the rating is less than 3. So we are sorry to uh, give you this experience, but would love to hear from you. So probably I'm just giving it some random message and then parenthesis. So once I close this and I do a preview, now you can see if I change 1 star, we are sorry to give you this experience. If I click 4 star or 5 star, it will change. We are glad you liked our app and application and so on. Now I can change the text size so that it occupies the entire screen. So I can change it to something like 14 to a preview, and then it will appear much smaller. And that is how you can customize all of these options, which should be fine. Now as a next step, the next step that I or the next task that I would want you to do is I want to display a information icon over here, so that when someone clicks on that information icon, a pop-up box should come up stating, let's say in my case, please visit our stores to get exclusive discounts or additional discounts. Or the other thing is, on that same display message or the pop-up box, I would also add on a closing icon so that the application can be closed from right there. So what I will do is I'll go to the icons. I will find a information icon. So I'll keep on scrolling down until I see the one that I would want. Mm, information, here it is. So I'll have this information. I'll bring it over here. Probably I can change the color if I would want something like green, now blue. This reddish should be fine. After that I will add a label to it. I will customize the height and width of the label, and I will type a message. Please visit our stores near you to get additional discounts. Once this is done, I will also add a closing icon on my case. So here I have the cancel ad, and I will put it under this, but I will have to adjust its height and width. So what I will do is I will just make it a little bit more smaller so that it appears right in the application. Now you can see this looks fine. Now what I have to do is I have to bind these two together and then give it the name so that the price keeps on changing at the same time. Now what I would do is I will first of all click on my icon, and on the select I would have to type my code. So in my case it is update context, because I want to update the entire context. Curly bracket, you will have to give it this your the label and the closing icon a company name, which is like the binding name. So I'll just name it as discount uh, pop 1 colon true, because I want to display the pop-up box. Curly bracket, close. Copy the same thing. Same opposite will happen for the cross icon because it has to close. So the true will change to false. And what you will have to do is you have to select this and this together, and you have to give it the new name. And when you give the new name, you have to do it in the visible option, because I have to make it visible and invisible. So you will have to just type it whatever was our name, disk pop 1. So it automatically suggested me. So now you can see this is gone. So if I do the preview of this app, if I click on the information icon, the box will come up. Close this, the box and it's gone. So probably just to make it a little bit more nicer, I can add the borders to it. So my border can be like 2 pixels. It can be a dashed line. And then once I do the preview, yeah, you can see now it's looking much better. Now all of this application that we created, this is still not saved and it is unpublished. So if you want to save it, what you'll have to do is click on the file option, save as, to the cloud. I will give it the name, let's say shopping app, and then I'll click on save button. When you click on the save button, then only the publish option will come up. So we'll wait for a few seconds. Now the app is saved. I'll click on share button. So this will internally share with the people if I would want, which I don't want in my case. So, oops, cancel file. Okay, so probably this app is not changing. So probably I think I have to change one icon and then undo the change. So I will do the same thing over here. Open science to courier file. Yeah, now I will update my change, and then the publish icon will come up. So I'll click on publish this version, and then the app will be shared with people whoever I would like to share my app with. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know if you have any suggestions, any doubts, or anything that you would want to clarify. Thanks for watching this tutorial.